Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, as usual, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Rachak Dash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutation and much respect to you, Akim, out there that are pushing this word out in truth and sincerity and fighting the good fight of faith. Now, I wanted to make this video as an exhortation to you, Akim, that might not look like Israelites, especially you, Akim, that lack pigmentation, okay? Because we know, according to the scriptures, that's a mark of the Edomites and a mark of Cain. But those things will be taken from us, and we'll all have pigmentation in the kingdom, and they're gonna know that we're Israelites. We're not gonna have any confusion about who's an Israelite and who's not an Israelite, and he could be an Israelite possibly, and no, they're gonna know you're an Israelite in the kingdom. Okay, now the first thing I want to do is I want to get 1 Corinthians 15 and verse 41, because all of our bodies are vile to some degree, of course, in this flesh. The first thing I'm going to get is this. Let's get Numbers, the 12th chapter. This is Numbers 12, and this is when Miriam was cursed because she was murmuring against Moses. This is Numbers 12. In verse 7, it says, "My servant Moses is not so, who is faithful in all mine house. With him will I speak mouth to mouth, even apparently, and not in dark speeches. And the similitude of Yahweh shall he behold. Wherefore then were ye not afraid to speak against my servant Moses? And the anger of the Lord was kindled against them, and he departed, and the cloud departed from off the tabernacle, and behold, Miriam became leprous, white as snow." Okay, so what you would know is an albino. "And Aaron looked upon Miriam, and behold, she was leprous." Okay, so leprosy is to have that lack of pigmentation. That's what the albinos have. They have an extreme lack of pigmentation, which is, is not too far from the Edomites, or the so-called white man, because he has a lack of pigmentation as well. He's basically an albino that's not, that's not fully albino. Okay, he's a lesser form of an albino. Let's put it that way, because you have levels to albinism. You got them albinos who if they come out in the sun, they can die. Okay, right? They can get very ill. They can get extreme sunburn because they actually have zero pigmentation in their skin. And then you have others like Edomites who have some form of pigmentation, but they are still vulnerable to the sun. And that was the curse that was put upon the Edomites as a whole. Now the Most High put that upon Miriam for murmuring against her brother Moses, who he was dealing with. And guess what? He didn't put it on Aaron. Why didn't he put it on Aaron? Because Miriam's a woman, so her offense was even stronger. How dare she? That's what the Most High was saying. Okay. And Aaron looked up upon Miriam, and behold, she was leprous. And Aaron said unto Moses, Alas, my Lord, I beseech thee, lay not this sin upon us, wherein we have done foolishly, and wherein we have sinned. Let her not be as one dead." So it's like to look like that is to be as a dead person, man. Because when you die, you turn very pale. "Of whom the flesh is half consumed, when he cometh out of his mother's womb. And Moses cried unto the Lord, saying, Heal her now, O power, I beseech thee. And the Lord said unto Moses," I didn't understand. Yeah, shut up, Salakia. Google nonsense. All right. It says, And Moses cried unto the Lord, saying, Heal her now, O power, I beseech thee. And Yahweh said unto Moses, If her father had but spit in her face, should she not be ashamed 7 days? Let her be shut out from the camp 7 days, and after that let her be received in again. So her being looking like that was a shame. That was shame unto her for 7 days. So to have that look is really a shameful thing. But that's okay, because we'll be healed in the kingdom, and we'll all have pigmentation beyond pigment, beyond melanin. All right, we'll have a glow about us, man, a spiritual glow. Okay, melanin is just something that it just comes with the body. Heathens have melanin. Everybody has melanin. Trees have melanin. The animals have melanin. That's just a natural thing. Okay. But in the kingdom, we're going to have melanin, but we're also going to have a glow, and they're going to know that we are the Israelites, man. It's not going to be a question, oh, is that person an Israelite? Is this person an Israelite? It's going to be clear. They're going to be able to see from miles away, oh, those are Israelites coming. And this is 1 Corinthians 15 and 41. There is one glory of the sun, and another of the moon, and another of the stars. For one star differeth from another star in glory. So also is the resurrection of the dead. It is sown in corruption, it is raised in incorruption, man. And that's those spiritual bodies. It is sown in dishonor, it is raised in glory. And that's what we're going to be. We're going to be raised in glory. And no one's going to have leprosy in glory. No one's going to look like a heathen in glory. It is sown in weakness, it is raised in power. No infirmities, none of that. It is sown a natural body, it is raised a spiritual body. There is a natural body, and there is a spiritual body. And so it is written, the first man Adam was made a living soul, the last Adam was made a quickening spirit, which the last Adam is Yahushua. Howbeit, that was not first which is spiritual, but that which is natural, and afterward that which is spiritual. The first man is of the earth, earthy. The second man is Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua from heaven. As is the earthy, such are they also that are earthy, and as is the heavenly, such are they also that are heavenly. And as we have borne the image of the earthy, we shall also bear the image of the heavenly. That's coming, that's on its way. We're going to bear the image of the heavenly. All right, which is what those spiritual bodies, those incorruptible bodies. What is corruption? When you're the body, first of all, when you get sick, that's corruption. And also when you die and you go into the earth, and what happens? You decompose. That's not going to happen in the kingdom. We're going to have incorruptible bodies. Now this I say, brethren, that flesh and blood could not inherit the kingdom of the Most High, neither doth corruption inherit incorruption. Behold, I shew you a mystery. We shall not all sleep, but we shall all be changed. And what are we going to be changed to? That glorious state. Okay? Like I said, no more infirmities, no more leprosy, no more none of that, man. Because we all got problems, man. Every brother got problems. Even if you don't see it, brothers is going through certain different things, man. You might, oh, that brother looks strong and healthy. Well, a lot of brothers look strong and healthy, but either they might be plagued in the mind, which can be worse sometimes, and then also their family, and then they could be plagued in the flesh, and you don't even know they're plagued in the flesh, man. Serious plagues too. All right. In a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trump, for the trumpet shall sound, and the dead shall be raised incorruptible, and we shall be changed. For this corruptible must put on incorruption, and this mortal must put on immortality. You see, that's what we're going to put on. We're going to put on immortality. Let's look up immortality. Okay. Athanasia. Oh, Salakia. Clicked on the wrong thing. It says undying. Okay? So we're not going to be dying anymore. All right? Everlasting immortality. That's what it is. The bodies are not going to be able to die. All right? Deathlessness. All right? Well, that's why it said that hell and death were cast into the lake of fire. All right? So, let me get something else. Let me get Habakkuk. Not Habakkuk. It's Malachi 4 verse 2. All right? This is Malachi 4:2. It says, "But unto you that fear my name shall the Son of Righteousness arise with healing in his wings. And ye shall go forth and grow up as calves of the stall." So we're all going to be healed of any infirmity we have, any blemish. We ain't going to be having blemishes, all right? You're not going to get a pimple. You know, oh, shit, oh, no, you got pimples. You're not going to get no pimples in the kingdom of heaven, man. All right? Or whiteheads or none of that. We're going to be, again, the perfection of beauty. Straight up. Are we not the Most High's wife? You think the Most High's wife, he's going to marry some bust down? Some grenade? No, he's going to marry a 10 out of a 15 out of 10, man. It's going to be the perfection of beauty. Even think about how beautiful the kingdom is going to be. Shall not the people be as beautiful? Come on, man. Our women are going to be extremely beautiful. The men are going to be, they're going to look amazing, man. Everyone's going to be on a high level. Every Israelite's going to be on a high level in the kingdom, man. Internally and externally. Okay, so this is Job 14:14. It says, "If a man die, shall he live again? All the days of my appointed time will I wait till my change come." And that's what we're waiting for. We're waiting for that change, Akim. All of us are waiting for that change. All of us. This is Philippians 3 and 7 and 20. It says, actually, I'll start at 19. "Whose end is the I'll start at 17. "Brethren, be followers together of me, and mark them which walk so as ye have us for an ensample. For many walk, of whom I have told you often, and now tell you even weeping, that they are the enemies of the cross of Hamashiach, whose end is destruction, whose God is their belly, and whose glory is in their shame, who mind earthly things." They're worried about this carnal. They're worried about the flesh. They're worried about the pride of life, as the scriptures speak about. For our conversation is in heaven, from whence also we look for the Savior, the Lord Yahushua HaMashiach, who shall change our vile body. This is for all of us. This goes for every single one of us. That it may be fashioned like unto his glorious body. And does the Most High have pigmentation? Of course. Of course. According to the working whereby he is able even to subdue all things unto himself. Hey, we don't need to prove that the Most High has pigmentation, do we? Or maybe there's new people out there, so we have to prove it. This is the Most High himself. "I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit." That's the Most High. He doesn't have a beginning nor an end. He's the Ancient of Days, "whose garment was white as snow, and the hair of his head like the pure wool." Wool means woolly, like you see, and that's how they always describe negroid hair. It was always described as woolly. Go to a so-called black barbershop and look on the floor. It's gonna be reminiscent of sheep's wool, especially if you go to an older Jake with white hair. It's gonna look just like sheep's wool. His throne was like the fiery flame, and his wheels as burning fire. Hey, where's the other one there? 10. This is Daniel's 10:5. It says, "Then I lifted up mine eyes and looked, and behold, a certain man clothed in linen, whose loins were girded with fine gold of Uphaz." And we're not going to be wearing sackcloth in the kingdom. All right, sackcloth is for now. We're not going to be wearing no bummy clothes in the kingdom, man. We're going to be wearing them glorious garments. His brother's garment might be worth $100,000. All right, that's how we gonna be living in the kingdom, man, or $1 million. Because garments were very important back in the ancient world. You could rob a garment and have a come up, straight up. His body also was like the beryl, and his face as the appearance of lightning, and his eyes as lamps of fire. And the beryl speaking about his garment, which is that dark green. I actually like that color a lot. And his arms and his feet like in color to polished brass, which is brown, dark brown at that. And the voice of his words were like the voice of a multitude. And when you read Revelations, the first chapter, it says as brass as if it burnt in a furnace. So it was that dark brown. You see? So we're all going to be changed. We're all going to have that look, that royal look. Okay? We're no more going to have the look of these heathen nations and where we don't know if we're Israelites and you know, not being accepted and all this nonsense. We're all going to be, they're going to know who the Israelites are just by the glow. All right? So with that, I'll say all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai B'Shem B'Chakwadash, and hopefully that was edifying. Shalom.